Day 9 of my 30-day Kingdom Hearts challenge, and today I'm talking about my favorite world from the series. And, well, I'm supposed to be talking about my favorite world from the series, but I figured that's not going to be a very long video, so I decided to give you my top 5 worlds. And that's because there are so many great levels in Kingdom Hearts, in any of them, and so, yeah, I'll start with my number 5 and work my way up to my favorite. So, number 5 on my list of favorite Kingdom Hearts worlds is the first world from Kingdom Hearts 2 that you play as Sora. Yeah, that is Hollow Bastion and eventually Radiant Gardens. Radiant Garden? But yeah, I just love how... I mean, Hollow Bastion was a great world in the first Kingdom Hearts game also because, but it was the last world, so the Heartless were really freaking hard and the puzzles were really freaking difficult. So, and as great as the world looked, I didn't have as much fun in Hollow Bastion in the first game as I did in the second game. The second game, I mean, it has everything, which, I mean, this is another reason why I like Kingdom Hearts 2 was the fact that the story kept expanding. You didn't just go to a world, finish it off, and then it was just kind of sort of there. You had reason to go back to each world multiple times. And Hollow Bastion was no different. The story there kept expanding, and the main reason was that every time you went back, it basically opened up a new area to explore, and the areas that it opened up were amazing. I mean, you get Ansem's Castle, which was awesome. Eventually it opens up to the Great Mall, out towards where Maleficent's castle thing was, and just all the battles between, from when you first get there to the end of the game, eventually leading to the fight with Sephiroth. Like, all of it takes place in Hollow Bastion, and it's perfect. That was my number 5. Number 4 is Neverland in the first Kingdom Hearts game. And the main reason why it's in my top 5 is you can fly. I mean, it's Neverland, so of course, there's pixie dust, magic, whatever, and you can fly. So, and it's the only level in the first and second game where you have that ability, and like I said, it's great. I mean, you do get the ability to glide after that in the first game, and in the second game, you don't get glide. You have to. It's one of those things you have to level up by going into your limit, or not limits. Your forms. Leveling up your forms. I want to say it was Master Form. I think it was Master Form, where you finally get fly. But yeah. So you have to level up to get glide in Kingdom Hearts 2, but in Kingdom Hearts 1 you get glide after beating Neverland. But while you're at Neverland, you can fly, and that's amazing because it adds a whole new dimension to the fighting, and it's just great. And I really wish Neverland would have been in Kingdom Hearts 2, but that being said, they finished the story in Kingdom Hearts 1, so there was really no need for it to be in Kingdom Hearts 2. I get it. Anyway, yeah, that was that one. My third favorite level is Space Paranoids in Kingdom Hearts 2. I love the design of it. I love the feel of it. The fact that you're inside of a computer is amazing, especially in a world that's like high fantasy, which I guess you can call Kingdom Hearts high fantasy. Well, maybe not high fantasy. It's definitely a fantasy world, and while there are sci-fi elements, computer just feels a little out of place, but it works like so well. And the Heartless design in Space Paranoids is amazing. Even the overarching Tron story that's going on with the MCP and Sark, it's great, and yeah. Second favorite is Port Royal from Kingdom Hearts 2. I mentioned in during my 30-day Disney challenge that I love the Pirates of the Caribbean, and the fact that you get to play with Captain Jack in your party, and that just made the game for me. And like I said, the locations are great. It's beautifully designed. it captures the, like, it does. I mean, it's still, like, it seems, okay, the rendering wasn't the best, but it was for PlayStation 2. I can forgive that because it was PlayStation 2. But I mean, but it was still really cool to see characters from a live action movie in a video game for, that wasn't a, licensed, video game tie-in, movie tie-in, which is great. And like I said, just having Captain Jack on your team made it. Yeah, the only thing that would have made it better was if Johnny Depp actually voiced Captain Jack, but I don't think they got any of the original cast to voice the characters, which takes away from it a little bit. But like I said, it was still great. Which brings me to my favorite world from the Kingdom Hearts series, the Pride Lands. Like I said, if you saw my 30-day Disney challenge, you should know that Lion King is my favorite movie, my favorite Disney movie, and yeah, it's the Pride Lands. Again, the level design is great. The Elephant Graveyard is amazing. The Pride Rock is awesome. The jungle, the wasteland, the path. It's great. The fact that you turn into a lion is awesome. That gives you a whole new move set and ability to, it's great. Like it adds a challenge because you don't have your forms, you don't have any of that stuff. So it challenges you with a different style of gameplay, and I love that. Also, the fact Simba's in your party, along the same lines as having Captain Jack in your party in Port Royal. Simba being in your party in the Pride Lands is amazing. Scar's the villain, which is also great. Again, voice acting, it would have been awesome if they would have had the original voice cast for the Pride Lands level, but again, I can overlook that a little bit, especially with Scar. Jeremy Irons is the only person who can voice Scar and have it sound awesome and menacing and the way Scar should sound. But like I said, he wasn't in that. But yeah, even the second time you visit the Pride Lands, the boss in that battle was just so good. Like the whole giant heartless thing is it's one of those things that when you come across the giant heartless, you're like, another one of these battles where I just run around and strike it when it's like. But the thing is, with the action commands, or the reaction commands rather, that Kingdom Hearts 2 introduced, that fight with the giant heartless was something different. It was a lot more fun to play than a normal giant heartless battle would be. So, yeah, my favorite world from Kingdom Hearts is the Pride Lands from Kingdom Hearts 2. So, that's it for today. Tomorrow for day 10, I believe it's 10, yeah, tomorrow's day 10, is my favorite boss battle. So, yeah. And I guess that's from the whole series. So, I'll see you tomorrow.